Pass, please. Where have you come from?
Walk on.
Okay. Good. One thing puzzles me, miss.
Linda. Call me Linda.
Well, if you plan to recognize this man you're after, how come he won't recognize you?
Ah, well, the theory is, Harry, that I'll be looking for him, but he won't be looking for me.
I suppose you know what you're doing.
Don't be so worried, Harry. 2 police officers in the dock can take care of any trouble.
Where have you been?
Hamburg.
Pass, please. Okay, again.
All right.
Hey, again!
This is the ticket, eh, Willis? Manual labour without responsibility, eh? Steady on, Skip.
Responsible job. Cogs in a wheel, corpuscles in the bloodstream of commerce.
Yeah, still, it's not like practical policing, is it?
But we are policing such.
Willis, my name is George. Remember, we're supposed to be dock workers.
Why are we talking about the law?
Sometimes Willis has demonstrated silently nihilist tendencies.
You what, Gum?
Nihilists. They were a group of...
Take it tight.
Oh, hang on, looks like... Hook is caught up on there. Look, I'll just climb up top and release it.
All
Right.
what's wrong with them, Shane? Crane driver shouting something, George.
What? Can't hear.
Something about unsafe, George.
Rubbish.
You all right, Gum?
Doctor's here.
There I was 1 minute on top of the world. Next minute inside a box.
A lifetime in Microcosm. I'll put a couple of stitches in that towel.
And then that, I shouldn't bother, miss.
It's no bother.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of work to do, see. I may not have time for an anaesthetic.
An anaesthetic? Oh, you won't need an anaesthetic, Mr. Boyd. I'll just go and scrub up.
Super.
Morning, Sarge.
Any news from the front?
Sergeant Pullman had an accident. He fell into a box.
Is he all right?
He's not hurt badly. Derek reckons he'll be back on duty in time to catch the next Dublin boat.
I'll take the stitches out in a couple of days. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. No, I feel bloody awful, actually.
You're lucky you didn't break an ankle.
Yeah, been my lucky day, isn't it?
Nurse, could I have a cup of sweet tea in here, please?
No, no, thanks, no, thanks. No, I think I better get back.
I could give you a line.
I say, my dog's got no nose.
A doctor's line, I meant.
Oh, a sick note. No thanks. Would you mind if I made some toast?
Feel free. No problem with your blood pressure, have you?
No. Yeah, sometimes I have. Yeah.
Once yearly checkup?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Watch you don't burn your dressing, Inspector.
Yeah. Beg your pardon?
1. No doctor I know would insist on going back to work after a bad fall, nor would he make such an elementary mistake. And 2, your hands. Sorry, Mr. Boyd, but you just don't have doctor's hands.
Oh, what sort of hands do I have then?
They're strong, and devious, remarkably sensitive. Do you play the piano?
No, doctor, I do not play the piano.
Well, my guess is you're a detective.
You're a bit of a detective yourself, aren't you, Doctor?
Oh, come off it. Blown your cover and you're pissed off about it, aren't you?
Well, I must admit, Doctor, I'm not as happy as Pyramus and Thisbe, but I'm nothing if not pragmatic. And now, to be quite blunt, I must try and find a way to turn this minor defeat to some advantage.
box, eh? Only Bullman could fall into a ruddy box.
This is the ops room, sir, running Operation Onion.
Bicycles.
There's our 3 undercover detectives on local attachment are handling this. Oh, this is Detective Sergeant Singer, local CID. Chief Superintendent Bliss David from the Met.
Where from?
Rotterdam.
Pass, please.
Clear?
You look like the curse of the mummy's tomb, Sarge.
Hardly amusing.
How's it?
Is that the one with the paraquat in it?
Saccharin.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, God. You'd hardly think it was worthwhile, would you? Keep 3 of us in this job for a month.
In the fiscal year 1976-77, 4,216 bicycle thefts were reported in this area. 253 were later recovered. In the first 3 months of this year, 4,866 bicycles have gone missing from the streets. Somebody is making a business out of bicycle rustling, a profit out of crime.
A leech on the back of the nation's honest endeavour. Am I right, Sarge?
Well, that was a load of bikes they found in Dublin last month.
Parts of bicycles, Miss Doran, parts of bicycles.
200 bicycle frames, 200 re-chromed handlebars, saddles, pedals, tyres, chains. In short, 200 bikes.
The story says so far is that a gang are nicking bicycles in this area. They take them apart, respray them, re-chrome them, put new handlebar grips on saddles, that sort of thing. Then they ship them by container to Amsterdam.
Via the docks and Dublin.
Why Dublin?
Well, at least one Irishman is involved. It seems that the provos have given up the cause and gone back to crime. Bank robberies, protection.
They know their way through the customs. Since the Irish ports are mainly geared for explosives and weapons, they are surprisingly quite a soft touch for handling drugs and stolen goods, that sort of thing.
Sergeant Bullman, Inspector. I'd like to talk to you about him.
Anyway, this Mick driver, Finbar McQuaid, was seen taking a container truck backwards and forwards from here to Amsterdam via Dublin.
What you might call a paddy wagon.
But all they found were the aforesaid bicycle parts. No guns, no explosives, no political overtones.
Unless the IRA are planning a tour to Bogside.
So the Dublin law had to let him go, pass it on to Interpol to New Scotland Yard.
The Yard's computer scratches its head and says bicycles Dublin, bicycles UK.
Observation, Irish containers. ID and follow one Finbar Mary McQuaid.
Chef Lodge boy used to be a provo. He killed a bloke, you know. It was when he was home on leave from the army. They couldn't prove it, but everybody knew it was him.
Just because this bloke was in the British Army?
Oh, no. He was in the Irish army. Finbar. He's a right nutter.
Terrific.
It's all right. Up slow, will you? Get them on while you're steady. A bit of rope there.
I wish you wouldn't do that, Gov.
You spotted something sus, Willis?
What do you reckon of that?
Yeah, that could be how it's done. Where's that boat going to, Willis?
I've no idea, Sarge. I'll take a look, will I?
No, I'll infiltrate the ship. You've got your personal radio with you?
Yeah.
Alert Miss Doran and sit tight. Whatever you do, Willis, do not go aboard.
Got it, Skip.
Should I decide to apprehend the villains, I'll come off the boat, we'll whistle up the local law and finger the guilty parties, right?
What if there's bother?
I think a sergeant in the Metropolitan Police Force CID is up to any bother that a couple of bicycle thieves can offer. Eh? What?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, up. Come on. Up a bit more. Another 6 yards. Come on.
Right, get a bit of sway on it. That'll do. Don't sway.
Hello, Piglet, this is Weasel.
What's the problem?
Are you sure Pig Major's doing the right thing?
Rest assured, Weasel. Even if Pig Major doesn't start off doing the right thing, it usually works out for him. Got that, May-Gray touch, isn't it?
Over and out.
Excuse me!
Are you the new bloke we took on back there?
Yes, that's me, yes. Life on the ocean waves, ho-ho. Tell me, what are all those bicycles doing down below? Below decks, abaft, in the thing?
Downstairs.
Yes, right. What are they doing, yeah?
So's taxis, don't it?
Huh?
Well, when we get ashore, we jump on the bikes and away we go. And if the port's near civilization, we hire a truck for a few mile, we bung 'em at the back, saves a fortune.
Oh, they belong to the crew.
Quick, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
You should get one.
Yes, right. Tell me, what time does this ship get to Dublin?
Dublin?
Yeah.
You on the right boat?
How do you mean?
Well, we are going to Oslo. Listen, I think you and I better go and have a word with the captain, don't you?
Yes. Well, you see, what the real situation, you won't believe it. In actual fact,
Listen, how did you get your face to such a state? All in the course of duty, I suppose.
It was sort of, in a way. You see, I was working undercover. It's difficult to believe, but I am not a stowaway.
I do believe you.
Oh, the Metropolitan
Implicitly.
Police, the detective sergeant.
I believe you totally.
Yes.
Hey, kapitein, kijk eens even wat ik gevonden heb.
Good day, Captain. I am a police officer, Polizei, CID. May I avail myself of your ship's radio?
What?
That can't be right.
Here it comes. I have reason to believe you're an illegal immigrant.
Where were you two when I was wafted out to sea?
I was watching the ship, as per your orders, Chief. Watch the ship, you said. Do not take any action. I know what I'm doing.
A devil. A born devil. On whose nature, nurture, can never stick. On whom my pains, humanely taken, are all quite lost.
Bad as that, is it?
You read too much, Gov. All this Marx has addled your brain.
I remember what I told you.
Right, thanks, Doctor.
Hello. Stitches all right?
Yeah, they're fine. What I've really come about, Doctor, is bicycles.
Bicycle?
Yeah, thousands of the bleeding, Thousands of them. That's why we're watching the docks.
Well, how can I help?
Well, to be quite honest, we don't have much to go on. Boyd, by the way, is an alibi.
An alias?
Yes. My real name is Bullman, George Bullman.
Pleased to meet you. My real name is Slater, Helen Slater.
Well, to be honest, Doctor, now that you have apprehended my true status, I could do with an ally.
An ally?
For instance, have you treated any Irish truck drivers in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I treat all sorts. I don't know that I remember one from another.
You must have files.
I have very strong feelings about the abuse of privacy, if you must know.
For instance, this man.
No.
You didn't even look at it.
Can't discuss my patients.
We're not. We're discussing your patients, all right? Now, look at the photo. You have certain duties as a citizen.
Would you mind going?
Would you?
The door.
My dear lady, what a bore I am. In short, quite worthless. Here are you administering to the sick and all that. And how do I repay you? Please forgive me.
The Australians have a word for someone like you.
Really?
And it isn't kangaroo.
You ever use the local pub?
White flower.
Daisy.
No, that's got a yellow bit in the middle. Creature which changed the history of Scotland.
Ali MacLeod.
26 letters.
Spider.
Ali MacLeod. I like it. Well, just off to the urinal.
Oh, well, if it isn't Officer Doran.
Glitter, Harris, my God. So they let you out?
Oh, I moved. South. There's no future in that shenanigan up there.
I was sorry to hear about Liam.
Ah. So you're over here now, then, are you?
Yes, indeed, they chucked me out, so I got a job in the docks. Gatehouse clerk. This is Billy Smith. He works here, too.
Brendan Harris. Pleased to meet you.
Passing through, are you?
Oh, I'm with Logan Haulage. Amsterdam, Dublin, Hull, Antwerp.
Do you know what's really strange bumping into you, Grinner? I was just telling Billy here about Finbar McQuaid.
Jesus. Finbar. As a matter of fact, I saw him in Slattery's pub the other night.
Really? What's he up to?
Same as myself. Haulage. He's got his own truck now, believe it or not. Amsterdam, Dublin, over here too now, I believe.
Oh, well, maybe I'll bump into him passing through.
I don't doubt it. As a matter of fact, he told me he'd be over in the Dublin ferry on Friday morning. I don't like the look of this, I'll see you.
You Brendan Harris?
None other.
I must ask you to accompany us.
Of course. Nice to see you.
Hang about. Who exactly are you, mate?
Detective Inspector Deacon. This is Sergeant Macmillan, Special Branch. We have a warrant for the detention of this man under Section 72 of the Prevention of Terrorism Act. Let's go, Harris.
See what? What's all that about? Irish mate of Linda's nicked under POT.
Oh, drugs.
Terror. Prevention of.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke.
Gave us a good tip reference McQuaid.
Oh, yes. Due off the Dublin boat on Friday.
Great. Well, listen. I've been thinking. This McQuaid, he sounds a trifle naughty.
Sarge?
So maybe one of us should get hold of a shooter.
Do you know that's the first sensible thing you've said since you fell through that box?
Gov. The snoring's keeping me awake.
I do not snore, Willis.
Got a bleeding memo from Singer today.
What did it say?
Something about I have to move out of the hotel and find proper digs.
Well, you see, Willis, they pay for the hotel, we pay for the naffing digs.
Bastards. There's always somebody counting.
Yeah.
Look, if this bloke Harris was kosher, this is a waste of time.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Let's go down the boozer.
Ah, good idea, son.
Directly you get there, you drop me off, you come straight back here and keep an eye on things, right?
Right, son.
I see Bullman wants to draw a personal weapon.
He thinks the Irishman might get nasty.